You and I were meant to be. Yes, girl can sing. Anyway, hey, welcome to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on? You don't hear that voice? We were meant to be. You better like, comment, subscribe, and share. Because nobody got no time. We got no time. Okay? Welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming back. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already subscribed. Don't forget to leave me a comment, hit that notification bell, give me a thumbs up, and most of all, share. Now let's get into this video. Today, what we're going to be discussing is hierarchy, scale, and understanding those visual points in a room, in a space, on a table. Hierarchy creates a visual point. Scale is how you will place your hierarchy and what that hierarchy should be. So what I have done is I did different styling in my dining room, and I placed the items differently there. I added items, took away items, put items that, you know, I can tell that someone would take and want to put all this stuff on that table, on that surface. Let's call it a surface. We'll put everything on that surface and, you know, don't know whether to remove, leave, take. They don't know because they don't put all that stuff there, and because everything is just looking so good, they don't know which one to take away. But all of them, they're competing with each other. So when you have a hierarchy, nothing else should compete with your hierarchy. Nothing else should compete with your, everything should complement your hierarchy. So if it's not complementing your hierarchy, but it's competing with it, you have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Okay? An easy way to help you, you know, for people who feel they don't have a creative mind and they don't know how to put stuff together, which that kind of confused me. When people say, I don't know how to put it together, but they have a whole nice outfit on. So how you know how to put that outfit on? How you know how to put that together? You put a shirt on, you like how it look, you took it off, you tried another one. You like how that one look, you took it, you tried another one. And then you're just like, you know what, let me throw a scarf around there. Oh, yeah, now I'm looking real good. Oh, let's push this shoulder off. Oh, yeah, I'm like, listen, this dress is supposed to, this dress gets on my nerves. Every time I wear it, it's supposed to be off the shoulder, like that. You do that? So how are you going to tell me you don't know how to style a coffee table? You don't know how to style an entry table? We do the same thing as designers, the same thing. We have to put, take away, add, move this over here, move that over there. Say, you know what, this is too small, let's get something bigger. Oh, I want to have me that focal point. So this is going to be my focal point, and everything else is going to be engaged to that sucker. That's what we do. So if you can put that outfit together, you can style your entry table, you can style your dining room table, you can style your sofas, you can style your bookshelf, you can do it. Okay? So what I'm going to do is, you know, I'm going to show you different settings and explain to you why this setting works, why this one doesn't, you know, how, you know, like, you know, take stuff away so you can see, because I'm a visual learner. So of course, if I'm going to show you something educational, I'm going to show it to you in the visual sense of it, because that's how I learn. So yeah, so that's how we're going to do it. I'm going to explain. I think I should explain focal points now. Even though your focal points can marries into hierarchy as well, but your focal point is like if you have a room that's behind, like my dining room. When you walk into my house, my focal point is my eyes travel from my living room and it travels to my dining room. So in my dining room, this big opening you see behind me, that's what you first see. So basically you have a full visual of my dining room. So because you have that full visual of my dining room, there needs to be something of interest that you see. And I need to ensure that what's happening here in the living room, when your eyes travel into the dining room, it should marry each other. They should complement each other. It shouldn't be that this is one thing going on over here, and when you go over there, there's something completely different. Now, I am not saying that you cannot put two design styles together. Like you can't have contemporary with traditional. Of course you can. But when you have a space like this space right here, I'm a contemporary person. So this space right here is completely contemporary and it's designed with a hint of modern pieces. I have a good few pieces of modern pieces in here. However, when you go into the dining room, and there was completely traditional with all of the engravings that you will have in the woods and the tone of the woods and all the added embellishments on the pieces, it would look like it's two completely different things. Nothing would marry. Is that wrong? It's not wrong if that's what you wanted, if that's what you was going for. But if that's not what you was going for, then it's wrong. So that's why you would see if someone is making over a space and they start with, say they start with their living room, they make that over, and it's like, oh yeah, I just wanted to make over my living room. All of a sudden, because you did your living room and you probably made it more modern, more contemporary, transitional or whatever, and then you go and you see your dining room is still in its old traditional state, you're gonna say, oh, I need to make over my dining room now. It's because when you was doing, if you knew you was gonna keep this, then you should have do this area to marry that, basically. So that's how you create visual interest. Like I said, your visual interest, your eyes should focus in. That's your focal point. Your eyes should focus in on one spot, and then it travels out to look at the other parts and just be like, oh yeah, I like what I see. But your eyes should not do this. Oh, what do I look at? It shouldn't do that. Like you don't know what the heck to look at because there's so much going on. Simplify it and then build on that simpleness. Just keep building. Then you just keep building piece by piece. But the first thing you should always use is your hierarchy. Your hierarchy is the first piece that you should put in and then design around it. And if you're designing around it, then nothing else will compete with it. Okay? For me, I'm a minimal person. I do not, especially on countertops, I do not like to see a lot of stuff on top of the countertop. Even the stuff that belongs there, I don't want to see them. Put them away. They're not in use, put them away. Don't talk about the dish drainers. Oh my God. The dish drainers with the dishes in it. Guys, please don't do it. I hate it. I hate to see it so bad. No dish drainers. You want to store your dishes? Put them away. Put them in the dishwasher and let them dry inside the dishwasher. If you ain't got no dishwasher, wipe them off and put them in the cabinet. No dishes. Out. No appliances. Out. I use my bullet and I put it right back in the cabinet when I'm done. Because I use it every day, gotta stay on the counter? No. Don't do that. Please. Please, people. Hurts my heart. Anyway. enough with my dramatic self. Let's get into this styling. Yeah, I hear my elevator music. ah. Anyhow. Okay guys, what you're seeing here on this table is too much going on this table. The surface is too small for all this stuff. That is just too much, too much. Okay? Can it work? If that's what your intent. But the scale for that table and all this stuff is too much, guys. Now, we remove the large vases that was competing with our hierarchy. Our visual point is that vase in the middle. Now you see we added the candle holders. Those candle holders can work even though it's still too much on that table, but because they're glass, they kind of work. And even if you take the flowers away from this vase, it still looks like there's too much stuff on that table, like there's no space on the table. But when you take away those two little pieces that was just sitting there looking misplaced, now the table works, especially if you like a clean surface. This works. And the reason why it works is because those two candle holders that we have there, those two candle holders are glass. And because they're glass, they kind of disappear to the eye, and your hierarchy is standing out. So your tall vase is your hierarchy along with the mirror. Can you have more than one hierarchy? Yes, you can. They just need to complement each other. So your tall vase with your flower, your big mirror, those are your hierarchy. They're complementing each other, and therefore not competing with each other. And that's the key point. Nothing should compete, and they are not competing. So for the table to stay like this is pretty fine for this table to stay like this. Or if you had left the smaller silver vases like I did, those also can work. That was like a temporary solution for me, but they can work. These candle bases, I have those on the dining room table itself. So I didn't want to do too much to confuse you guys, but enough to let you see when too much is too much. If you don't know what to look at, if stuff is confusing your eyes, maybe you have too much and you need to start deducting stuff. So I hope this helped to give you this visual view of what I was trying to say. So thank you, and thank you for watching.